so I finally figured out, after I pause the video now, I have to wait a couple of seconds because the audio doesn't catch up, so yeah.
You didn't see anything. Okay. Hope you like the video.
Okay, so this should be the last, well, it's hopefully the last now video I make on this thing with Double4anime and Forneverworld. I say the last, I'm actually going to do another video after this, which is really awkward, not really talking about the argument or anything. It's going to be comparing both the YouTubers, seeing which one I like the best, and it's probably going to shock you some of the things I have to say, considering this one and my last video is probably going to be mostly against Forneverworld. But as a YouTuber, I actually quite like him. His content's okay. I mean, like before he had that weird break where he broke up with his girlfriend a couple of months, maybe a year ago, I actually liked him a lot more than Double4anime. But then he come back and it seemed like he didn't really... I'll get into all that next video. So that should be posting probably an hour or two after this one. If you don't know when I post random times. So you can click subscribe to know when I'm notified, or you can just like my Facebook page, because I usually post it on there. So link down in the description, both of them. Also to any YouTubers I mentioned in this, including Forneverworld and Double4anime. So hope you like the video, guys, and yeah, let's get on to it. Okay, so probably the biggest thing that happened so far, like, out of all this that I didn't talk about, was Code Provider made a video, and he, by the sounds of it, he doesn't like Forneverworld or he doesn't like Double4anime. So this is a perfect person to actually make a video, and in his video, he's pretty much saying most of the stuff Double4anime says is true. You can ask Code Provider himself, and he pretty much say he doesn't really like Double4anime. They can never go along. So the link to that YouTube video will be down in the description. Hopefully you'll go and watch that after this one. Maybe you can go watch it before. It depends what you want to do. Okay, so one thing I didn't realize, Forneverworld's name is actually Timothy. So he acts like this gangster, gets all the girls all the time, and he's kind of Timothy. I just thought his name would be something cool, but Timothy. The only Timothy I knew was a kid named like Timothy Thackwell, and it was really weird.
Okay, so Timothy was on about how Forneverworld, that is the same person.
Timothy was on about how Double4anime is racist and things like this, even though in like multiple videos Double4anime shows, it's literally Forneverworld saying the N-word, it's saying how he's all these things, even though, literally watch Double4anime's video, I'll link it down as well, his page down, go and check out his last few videos about this. It's Forneverworld saying how he punched that girl in the eye and all like that, but at least she has nice boobs. It's like, what? One thing I literally don't get about this entire argument is, if apparently the friendship ended like a year or two ago, that was it. Forneverworld started like, well, he pretty much started the main thing by leaking Double4anime's sexuality, which 2 years later or a year later is still a weird, messed up thing to do. And if Forneverworld tries to deny this, he was literally the only one to know at that point, Double4anime says. So he must have told James, which James must have tweeted it, and literally when Double4anime started getting pissed about it and saying, well, you was the only one that knew, the tweet and the video got taken down. So that's how everything started. My last video pretty much explains what I think of the whole situation, and this is just going to be like a little update, little teaser thing. Not teaser. I don't know about teaser. Little update thing, and yeah, hope you guys will have a better view of whoever side you're on. And hopefully this argument thing will just end soon, because Double4anime has posted a video, and Forneverworld did a live stream yesterday. It was yesterday. I watched them both, and pretty much Double4anime's video saying this is, he wants it to be the end now of everything. He doesn't really care anymore, and yeah, hopefully this is the end of the conversation, the argument. Okay, so one thing he does mention in this video, that Forneverworld's father would back him over Forneverworld, which is kind of, I believe him at this point, no matter what's going on. It's kind of just like, if all Forneverworld had to do is like contact his father and be like, hey, can you kind of back me up in this video, just say what you're saying is not true? And he said, yeah, sure, if it actually isn't true, but he hasn't, so it's just kind of like, all you have to do is contact your father and just get him like in a little video or a call and just get him to say, oh yeah, Double4anime is lying. But he hasn't done that, so it's kind of a bit weird and makes his story about everything incredibly suspicious, considering all he'd literally have to do, alright Dad, yeah, can you say Double4anime is lying? Yeah, okay. Yeah, most of the time he's saying not true, whatever, but no, hasn't done that. and I literally just went like this when I have a phone by here. That would have been better. Okay, so watching pretty much Double4anime's new video, a few things were kind of, I have to pick him on because I know it's like a really tough moment right now going through these two people arguing, but in his last video he's on about Forneworld copying him, and he brings up that topic again in this. He goes a bit more into it though, a bit more in depth to it, so I kind of, but it's still the same thing. I guess you'd still be mad at someone trying to, yeah. And you have pretty much the other YouTuber I mentioned earlier with Forneworld's pretty much saying that Double4anime copies him with pretty much everything he does. If you watch the other guy's video, his links down, his channel's down there, Code Provider, he makes a video where he's pretty much stating that all the stuff he did, and he shows you like screenshots and the times and like that, he did videos, and Forneworld will come up with like almost the same topic and like the same predictions like a few hours later, or like a day later. It's just, you can't blame that people or say anything about people copying you if you copy someone else. Plus, all fairness, most of these anime reviewers these days, or pretty much every anime reviewer, reviews popular stuff. And any news comes out, they want to review it, they want to get it out there. And that's pretty much, you can't just say, okay, I was here first, you can't do this when Naruto movie 25 comes out. I want to be the only one to review that. I only want to be the one doing the updates for it. No, it doesn't work like that. And they pretty much both get the thumbnails off DeviantArt. And if not off anime episodes, they both know what's kind of popular with the sounds of it. So they, take the run at the same screenshot because they know that, oh, someone looks at that, they're going to be interested, they're going to click on the video, they're going to learn a bit more, they're going to actually watch the review. So you can't literally say people's copying you if you copy someone else and you apply like the same method to getting more views or getting people to click on that video. That's like someone, like a maths teacher turning around going, oh,
how do you solve this problem? They get the answer, right? Do it the exact same. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't add 1 to 1 to make 2. You have to add 1 to 1 to make 2. Or you have to add, going to math here, you have to take 1 away from 3 to make 2. You can't copy my method
to get the answer 2. It doesn't make sense. Okay, that was a really weird way to put it, but you get my point. Okay, so one of the biggest things I see in like people discussing these days is that little tiny video of Forneworld saying he wants to punch that girl in the face, but at least she has nice tits. I mentioned this earlier in the video, but I want to go into it a bit more, because if you're literally on Forneworld's side right now saying, oh, Double4anime is just doing this for attention, Forneworld hasn't done anything wrong, even if he's on about an actress or anything like that, he pretty much just said he would punch a female in the eye. But it's okay because she has nice tits. Literally, if you're watching this, if you have a sister, if you have a mother, if you have an auntie, would you be okay with someone punching her straight in the eye just because he doesn't like her? Or just because someone doesn't like her, or just because she had an argument with someone? No, literally, it is proven. I will link a source in the description that people prone to violence and violence tendencies like that pretty much have lower intelligence than normal people that can actually talk their way out of it, for one, or doesn't resort to violence or resort to problem in another way. Which Forneworld keeps on sparking this little argument fire, him saying he was going to beat, he's going to beat Double4anime's ass for literally him barging in a room and start waking everybody up, including his own father, mind. Hence why he doesn't want to be in these freaking videos, or his videos, I should say. He literally is sparking this thing now. In his live chat, he was like, oh, get these cunts out of here. No, oh yeah, can you remove these people? He literally has the intelligence of a freaking dog. You know when dogs get offended, they growl and bark? This is literally what he's doing. If you don't believe him, he has a go at you. He doesn't try to explain his point. He makes like a little video where he shows no emotion. This is like getting onto a little rant now, so I'm going to stop. But yeah, that's pretty much my thing. He's literally getting angry and not trying to explain his point. He's shouting at anyone that disagrees with him. Like, people, if I have a disagreement with someone, I'll explain it to them. If not, yeah, you get a little bit frustrated if you got to explain something to them like 10 or 20 times. But then it's just like, okay, dude, I'm just going to forget this. Which is pretty much what he could have done with this whole argument. He could have just went, okay, I'm going to not make a video response. I'm not going to do this. I was in the wrong, first of all, for leaking his sexuality. If he made a video like that, his credibility, well, his freaking overall image would go straight up, because he's actually taking responsibility for this. But no, he's just making even more videos. He's trying to even Up. He's trying to put Double4anime's name even further into the ground, even though his channel is literally starting to skyrocket now, which is really awesome. And yeah, this is getting on for like 10 minutes already. I thought it was gonna be like a 4-minute video. Okay, so another thing that Double4anime talks about is something like called like the Anime Mafia, which by the sounds of it was Forneworld's like little group of friends he used to use to bully people. He used to pretty much, by the looks of it, invite them into Skype call and just like bully them, which is, you have someone that's resorting to violence, and now he literally used to invite people into the call, Skype calls, just to bully them or just get people to bully them as well. That's just, that mixed in with the girl he wants to punch in the eye. That's a bit messed up. Literally anyone that people's comment on my videos saying, oh yeah, Forneworld is the best and all like that, Double4anime is just doing this for attention. You're defending someone who literally bullied kids and now, well, I don't know when it was recorded, said he wants to punch someone in the eye. Well, a female in the eye. It's like, you should really go think the kind of person you are if you're supporting Forneworld in all this and all that's out there. I want this to be a little short video and now it's getting over, so the last thing I'm going to say on this topic is Forneworld saying, oh, just leave me alone now and you started all this. He started it by leaking out his sexuality because he was the only one that knew at the time. Like, I don't know how he's trying to put around this. That's like someone telling me, oh yeah, I just
went out and killed someone or something like that, and he called in the cops and they're like, oh, why did you tell them? I'm just like, that wasn't me. Even though he was the only person that told me at the time, I was the only one that knew about any of this happening. It wasn't me. And I didn't.
The only one that thinks of Shaggy when that comes up, that song. Anyway guys, I got a blocked nose, it's really awkward, my voice is starting to go, so hope you liked the video, thumbs up if you did. Any other comments or anything like that, things I missed, or if you want to voice your opinion, down below in the comments. There will be a video coming up very shortly about Forneworld versus Double4anime in a Who's a Better YouTuber, which is kind of close because the content they make is extremely similar, obviously. It's just literally the style they use to put out the information and the editing and all like that. So I hope you like this video, guys. Hopefully you like that one. There's 2 more animes now in the little review things I'm going to do and catch up on, so I'll show you them right now. The first one is an anime called Promised Neverland, which looks like this. It looks pretty cool, I have to admit. It's not many chapters out. I think there was like 13 chapters when I first started looking at it, so it's 13 chapters out so far. I should be able to catch up there now and review it weekly, hopefully. I'm not going to say it's going to be out by like, I have no idea when the chapters come out. Hopefully it's like Friday or Thursday. Then I'll be able to put a chapter review out. But as soon as I catch up on them, guys, it's going to be weekly reviews for this now. And there's also another one. Okay, and the second one is Platinum End. I hope I'm getting that right. I keep on going to say Platinum End. Platinum End. This one looks really cool. I don't know who it's by, but that guy kind of looks like Light Yagami, which is really awesome. So I can't wait to look at these now. This one has, I think it's 13 chapters as well. So I'm going to be looking at these guys, catching up. I don't know if this is a weekly thing or a monthly thing. I'll have to figure out that for you. And I will be reviewing these weekly along with Tokyo Ghoul so far. Again, any other animes or mangas you want me to review, download? Comment down in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. Anyway guys, thank you for watching the video. Goodbye. Also, all the links I talked about, like Facebook, YouTube channels, down there. So hope you have a good day.